Hey, another quick video here with Recovery Kid Seth. Just going from one of my afternoon walks that I do on the daily. I work from 6:30 a.m. until 4 in the afternoon. And most days, like today, I fast throughout the whole day while I'm at work. I don't eat, just coffee for breakfast, water for lunch. Maybe a little more coffee or some form of caffeine in the afternoon. And so then when I get home, take a cold shower. It's supposed to help with fat loss and the other health benefits from it. I've noticed it. I feel like they help. So yeah. So now I'm going for my afternoon fasted walk. I'm about 19 hours in to my fast right now. I don't fast this long every day, but some days I do. Yesterday was my carb refeed day, so I loaded up on carbs. So my leptin hormone is functioning good today. I could tell I really don't have much of an appetite yet, and also I'm just really used to fasting this long. So I'm really in tune with when I'm actually hungry and when I'm really not. So, but yeah. So now I'm doing my fasted walking. Doesn't necessarily have to be fasted running or high intensity interval training. I mean, you can burn a lot of calories in a quicker amount of time doing that, but it also requires lots of willpower, which I would rather save my willpower for sticking to my diet, which is really more important when it comes down to it, because you can't get lean doing hours and hours of cardio if your diet's off. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how much you exercise. If you eat too much, you won't lose fat, period. And that being said, you can lose fat without exercising. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, exercising is very healthy, and also just, it's going to help raise your total daily energy expenditure. So the more calories out, then it's a lot easier to get into a caloric deficit and lose fat. You don't have to starve yourself so bad. So yeah, anyways, but a little tangent there. But I guess what I want to talk about in this video is intermittent fasting. It seems to be really popular these days, and I think for a good reason. When you're dieting and you only have a certain amount of calories to work with every day, it's your budget. You look at it as a budget. You want to spend your calories wisely. And by skipping breakfast, you just leave yourself more calories for later on in the day. And typically, that's when you want to eat anyways. I mean, do you binge at breakfast if you have a food binge, or are you binging at dinner or on dessert after dinner? Yeah, exactly. So that's the way I see it is, if I eat breakfast, that's just less calories that I get to eat later on, like for dinner and whatnot. So skip breakfast. Like, breakfast is the least important meal of the day. Fat loss tip number 1. Breakfast is not important. It's actually detrimental to fat loss in some ways. Because when you wake up in the morning, your body is primed to be burning fat, because you're in a fasted state already from sleeping all night, not eating. And so now, like, your body's just ready to start mobilizing body fat when you wake up in the morning. And the worst thing you can do is to eat carbohydrates in the morning, raise your insulin levels, and boom, fat burning stops immediately. As soon as insulin is present, fat burning ceases to exist. So yeah, don't eat breakfast. Especially don't eat carbs in the morning. Terrible idea. So yeah, anyways, fasting just makes it to where it's so much easier to eat in a deficit, because you can eat big filling meals in the evening time. If you break your fast, let's say at 1 or 2 in the afternoon, you could have a good sized lunch for your first meal, and then you could still have a big fatty dinner later on after that, and be in a deficit. And it just makes dieting so much more enjoyable. because dieting is way harder and sucks ass when you're doing the whole, 4 or 5 small meals throughout the day, because you never get to eat a big satisfying meal. You pretty much have to eat meat and vegetables at every meal so you can stay low on calories and make sure to get your protein in and everything. Like, no thank you. I mean, meat and vegetables is very important. You should definitely be eating them, but you should be able to be more flexible. Like, if you can eat big meals, you can eat foods that you would have never been able to eat before when you were constricted to these small little meals throughout the day. Like, you could, like, it's kind of like if it fits your macros. Like, I think people take that too far as the if it fits your macros. But I do believe flexible dieting is the way to go. I try to shoot for 80 to 90% of my food from healthy, nutrient-dense sources, and then maybe 10 to 20% at the most from something that's unhealthy. And by doing that, it helps me stick to my diet because I don't restrict anything. I don't ever set restrictions on anything. But yeah, when you can eat 1,000 calories in a meal, now you could fit pizza into your day if you want to, or you could have a burger. You could eat tacos. Like, you can fit delicious foods in to your diet plan when you do intermittent fasting, because it just allows you to eat big meals. And so, as long as you're still getting all your protein in, your macros are on, then you're golden. And there's other health benefits that come from fasting for sure. I've noticed it. Like, my skin is cleared up. Just becoming mentally tougher. I've gotten really in tune with when I'm actually hungry and when I'm thirsty, or just bored or whatever else. Like, now I actually know when my body needs something, and I direct that completely. I contribute that completely to fasting, 100%. And but yeah, just the mental edge it gives you, like, because at first it's hard, especially when you're one of those people who's used to eating breakfast. It's tough, and it takes getting used to at first. But in that process of getting used to it, and suffering through the hunger when it's there, and just telling yourself, no, I'm waiting till later, I'm not eating yet, and by doing that, it strengthens your willpower, and you just start becoming tougher, and you start noticing it spill over into other areas of your life where you've got a longer fuse now, and it's an incredible thing. Like, I recommend anybody who's trying to lean down to try intermittent fasting out and see what they think of it, because if you're like me, you'll absolutely love it. And now I'm hooked on it. Even on like refeed days or weekends and whatnot, I still fast. Like, some days I'll do just the 16-hour fast with an 8-hour eating window, but still I always do it. It just makes eating so much more enjoyable when you don't have to eat little meals. Like, I like big meals. That's just me. But yeah, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. That'd be dope.